An old piece of history may explain Bianca's recent actions, so we'll see what's up there. We'll also check out what's new for John Cena, Mandy Rose, and more. Starting things off with yet again another interesting potential explanation for what's been happening with Bianca Belair. What jump-started this entire triple threat WrestleMania program was Bianca Belair rooting for Iyo Sky to defeat Rhea Ripley during the title match on the Raw after Elimination Chamber. Bianca rooting for Iyo threw Rhea's game off mentally, and that allowed Iyo Sky to actually win the match and capture the title. Now Rhea's theory is that Bianca wanted Iyo to win because she wanted to avoid facing Rhea at WrestleMania and would rather face Iyo Sky since Bianca believed Iyo was an easier opponent. That's a good theory by Rhea Ripley. But maybe Bianca's reasoning for so strongly rooting for Iyo Sky could be related to something that happened several years ago. And we're of course talking about Bianca's last technical title reign as a singles world champion. You may think back and recall Bianca's most recent title reign to be her reign that went over 420 days. But there was actually another reign that came after that. We're of course talking about SummerSlam 2023, where it was a triple threat match between Asuka, Bianca, and Charlotte. It was a long battle for Bianca, but she actually came out on top of that match and held the newly designed WWE Women's title in her hand as the new champion. But that title reign for Bianca lasted all of 30 seconds after Iyo Sky and Damage Control came running out to the ring to cash in the Money in the Bank contract. This weakened and exhausted version of Bianca Belair stood absolutely no chance against the fresh Iyo Sky who was cashing in her contract. Iyo successfully pinned Bianca Belair, therefore erasing Bianca's hard-fought championship victory and ending the reign at barely just a few seconds long. And ever since that exact moment of getting that Money in the Bank contract used against her, Bianca Belair has not sniffed a singles title at all. It's like that loss to Iyo Sky just put Bianca Belair in this slump of not being able to capture a singles title and being trapped in the tag team division for a few years. So knowing that important piece of personal history between Bianca Belair and Iyo Sky, is that the reason why Bianca was so vocal about wanting Iyo to win the match, and so vocal about wanting to keep Rhea Ripley out of the match as well? Maybe it was just always a quiet revenge story for Bianca Belair this whole entire time. Maybe she just wants Iyo Sky one-on-one at WrestleMania for revenge regarding the 2023 Money in the Bank cash-in. Iyo Sky embarrassed Bianca Belair on the big SummerSlam stage and ended her reign within seconds. Maybe that's something that Bianca's never truly let go of, and now she wants to repay the favor and end Iyo's title reign in an embarrassing fashion at WrestleMania 41. Bianca wants to desperately end it for Iyo all by herself without anyone else getting in the way. That's why Bianca is so strongly against Rhea Ripley joining the match, because that throws an unpredictable wrench into her entire revenge plan for Iyo Sky. A triple threat is more unpredictable and could prevent Bianca from getting even with Iyo Sky for that 2023 cash-in. Up until this point, the 2023 cash-in has not been verbally brought up in this feud, but you just have to wonder if this grudge that Bianca's character is quietly holding onto and feeding motivation from. And if Bianca has this entire quiet revenge plot playing out here against Iyo Sky, you gotta wonder how intense Bianca truly will be towards Iyo Sky. This is 2 years of frustration buildup, 2 years of being away from the women's world titles, and maybe in Bianca's eyes, it's all Iyo's fault this drought has happened to her. So could Iyo Sky truly be the first victim to feel some type of punishment from a heel version of Bianca Belair that's out for nothing but revenge? It's something to consider because Bianca has been so intensely vocal about wanting to keep the WrestleMania match with Iyo Sky strictly a singles match. And that just makes you wonder why that is, and what's the hidden agenda for Bianca. So with Bianca's WrestleMania undefeated streak and this revenge story on the line, we'll have to see if she can walk out of WrestleMania victorious. John Cena's first few heel promos have been full of reasoning for his shift in attitude and persona, but fans are breaking down everything he said. They feel like John Cena is also hinting that things that we could see come to light throughout this course of the year. One thing John Cena is strongly against at the moment is rewarding fans with things they actually want to see. Fans were so hyped to see a new look and hear a new theme song for John Cena following his heel turn. So what did Cena do? He didn't change a single thing about his presentation or theme song, just because he didn't want to reward the fans anymore. So he doesn't want to give fans the things that they want to see. But will John Cena give fans things that aren't popular and things they don't want to see, just as a way to stick it to them even more? That's a good theory and a great idea right there. If John Cena's character believes it's something that will anger the fans, maybe that'll motivate him to bring whatever that is back to television. And John Cena even dropped a bit of a hidden hint in his promo to one of those potential things on the March 24th edition of Raw. John Cena shared some light on how he was put through the ringer for his creation of the WWE Spinner Championship. Cena went through a long list of fan complaints about the Spinner title that he had to hear back in the mid-2000s. How fans said at the time that he was disrespecting the WWE title, how it looked like a toy, and how it was just a disgrace to all championship titles. He said that the fans ate him alive for that title, which now has everyone thinking, if John Cena wins the WWE title from Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, will he revive the WWE Spinner Championship? Just a way to get fans heated even more. John Cena doesn't want to give the fans anything they may like, but considering how he spoke about the WWE Spinner title, it's something that the fans never liked. So Cena may bring the Spinner title back just to spite the fans. It's like an extra final way of giving everyone the middle finger, bringing back the WWE Spinner title that a lot of fans always despised and had a lot of bad things to say about it. Cena dumps the current WWE title away after winning it, only to unveil an updated version of the WWE Spinner title that has a modern-day WWE logo as the main centerpiece, instead of just an old scratch logo that the original one had. That just definitely seems like something this version of John Cena would surely do. And not to mention that it would be John Cena's final WWE championship ever. So it would be pretty nostalgic and great for him to go out with a Spinner title that everyone basically knows as John Cena's custom title in his hands for the entire reign. So we'll have to see what John Cena ends up doing, but it definitely seems like he could be planting some seeds here for the return of the WWE Spinner title. Mandy Rose found herself front and center of a big fan debate this week. It all started when a fan called out WWE for ignoring its history by calling Stephanie Vaquer the first ever doubles women's champion in NXT, when it was actually Mandy Rose, since Mandy won the NXT women's title and the UK women's title. Mandy even quoted the post and said it was pathetic that her own NXT history was getting ignored like that. And that's what led fans to breaking the entire thing down. Mandy did win 2 titles in NXT, but that was a title unification match, which basically saw the UK women's title being retired and morphed into the main NXT title. Mandy was never an actual double champion that was defending 2 separate titles. Stephanie, on the other hand, did not unify the titles. She's holding 2 separate titles that are definitely separate. That's what a double champion is. So there was a lot of confusion there between the fan bases, and it's a weird situation because yes, Mandy did hold 2 titles in NXT technically, but wasn't an active double champion. So it all depends on how exactly you look at the situation. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.